Hello everyone, welcome to another day of Tarotmas. So for today we're going to be looking at a journey towards your destiny. Like, what are you destined to do? Who are you meant to be? Where are you meant to be going? Let's take a look and see. I'm going to be pulling from the Xmas Elf Green Edition deck. Oh, this deck is so cute. Alright, Spirit. Tell me about the collective's journey towards their destiny. Like, where are they headed? What are they meant to be doing? Where's the collective meant to be headed? What are they meant to be doing? I just had one fall on the floor. Okay, we've got 10 of Swords. So some sort of major ending. Okay. For some of you, this could be like a really painful ending, and it, not in the way of like, I feel as if some readers make it out to be like, oh, somebody cheated on you, or you had to make a narrow escape, or something crazy is what it usually is. But sometimes the painful ending can be like, you've lived in the same town for most of your life, or you've worked at the same job for a very long time, and suddenly you decide you want to change, you want to leave. And I think for a lot of you, that's going to be what it is. It's going to be like, it's kind of painful, kind of bittersweet to leave something behind. Also, if y'all hear snoring, that's my dog. But I think that's what it is. That's what it feels like to me. It's like leaving behind the past. You can actually see the little toys in the fire. It's like, okay, that old part of me is gone. Welcome in the new part, right? Then we've got the Two of Wands. This is all about being kind of at a crossroads, like having a fork in the road and saying, okay, where do I go next? You can see the world here. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the person is actually holding the world in their hands. Like, the world is their oyster. They can go anywhere, do anything. What do they want to do? Well, they've got to sit down, they've got to plan it out. And that's why, you know, they're sitting here with, you can see the binoculars. Like, let me look. Let me see where I want to go. And also, too, typically with the wands, you can see it's bolted to the actual wall, and that's because that would be like the Ace of Wands, which means you've already started in a new direction, or you're about to on this journey, and you have that extra wand like ready to go. And the only other deck I can think of that I really like is which one is it? Hang on. I think it's the Gilded Tarot. Yeah. It's the Gilded Tarot deck. This one. And it has a fork in the road on the actual imagery. And that is pretty much the only card I know that does that. And that's exactly how I see it. So, okay, we got that. We've got the Moon. A lot of people associate this with Pisces. I associate it with Cancer. Take whatever resonates. So, a lot of fears, a lot of like, it's hidden from you right now. You're not sure where you're going to end up, what this journey is going to entail. You just know you need to get started. So I feel like for a lot of you, like once you start, you're going to get out of this kind of like wishing, like hoping and seeing what's out there. This feels like wishing upon a star sort of thing, like looking up at the moon, like, where should I go? Almost, I'm hearing a dream about it, so some of you could be having dreams about what you're meant to be doing, what your journey is going to be like, who you're meant to be. The next card is Judgment. So this is Pluto energy or Scorpio energy. So this is like using discernment. This is also a card of good news or excitement. And it can also be a card of like second chances. So for a lot of you, if you've thought about doing this before, or you've tried doing this before, let's say for instance. You have tried moving out of the town or the city that you live in, and you couldn't find a job elsewhere. You didn't have the money, and it just, nothing was working out. Now you're getting a second chance. Now it's coming back around. For others of you, this could be, it could be anything. Let's say you started writing a book and you never really finished that book. And you've been thinking about it. Maybe you've been dreaming about it. And then you're getting another chance. It's coming back around. And something is going to actually play out this time, because this is talking about, like I said, good news, or hearing good news about something. Even if it's just people encouraging you. But I feel like it's more than that, honestly. And this could apply to anything. This could be you, let's see, moving to a new career field that you've always wanted to be in, but you never actually applied yourself towards that career field. You thought, oh, I don't have the background in that, and they're not going to hire me or something. Or, you know, use the moving example. But it could also be, I mean, there could be other things. I don't feel it's love, I'm going to be honest. Because this is talking about your destiny, obviously. So I don't feel like someone's coming back around for you or something like that. It just feels like there's something that you started, or that you've wanted to start in the past, and now it's coming back around for you to get a second chance. And then we've got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Getting exactly what you were hoping for. Everything pays off. Sitting pretty, right? Sitting there, like, yeah, really proud, I guess, would be the right description. Because this guy, he always looks like a show-off to me in these cards. He always looks like, yeah, look at my trophy collection. So this is definitely a wish come true for you. It might have been painful to leave behind whatever it was that you were leaving behind, but it's gonna push you forward and propel you towards something that you are meant to do. And that could be anything for anyone, but the journey there for you is requiring you to let go of like an old version of you, an old location, maybe people who aren't supporting your endeavors, people who don't, you know, this could be, for instance, you want to be like a singer or a musician. Let's say you want to be the next Beyonce or Taylor Swift. Let's just put that out there. And you're like, you know what, I can sing, I can, you know, I can really put myself out there. I know I can create an album. I know I could go viral. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of people around you who don't support that. People who could be family, could be frenemies, because friends wouldn't treat you that way, would they? Frenemies. People who have not accomplished much in their life, who want you to stay stuck and stagnant like them. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's gonna be bittersweet. Like I said, it's gonna be painful. Some of you could be ready to go, like, no, get me out of here. But for a lot of you, it's gonna be sad to say goodbye. Maybe you don't even say goodbye, just to leave. Some of you may never even get that closure, and that's the painful part. Some of you could feel betrayed by the people who don't have your back. And you're having to kind of just kill off that old version of you who gives a damn about what other people think. You don't need their validation, right? You just need to focus on you, focus on your goals, wishes, and dreams, and then you're going to get to where you need to be. And the final card is the Star, Aquarius energy. So again, this is interesting to me. I was talking about this little guy here looking up at the moon, looking up at the stars. Didn't I say that? Had a sort of like dreamy kind of energy. But and then here we have the Star. To me, the Star and the Nine of Cups can kind of feel similar, like the wish fulfillment, like wishing upon a star. But the Star also indicates that you have faith in what it is that you plan on doing. Whatever that is for you. Again, it's different for everyone. The goal, wish, dream, or goals, wishes, and dreams, I'm sure you have several, that you have for yourself. You believe in that. And the Star is all about having faith in those goals, wishes, and dreams. And then seeing them through. Like a light at the end of the tunnel. The Star is actually in the Hermit and the Hermit's Lantern on the Hermit card. So it represents like that light in the darkness. Like there's always hope. There's always a way out. And I feel like a lot of you are actually planning the way out. You're planning to get away from what is not fulfilling you or serving your highest good. People who weigh you down and try to hold you back. They see your potential, but they didn't complete something or like achieve or accomplish something for themselves. So they don't like seeing you level up. That's how you know who your true friends or family or whoever are. Because every time you try to level up and do better, you enter a new vibration. If they're not vibrationally aligned with you, you're going to notice. You're going to notice they're going to make little like backhanded comments, little quips at you about what you're doing in life. And they'll try to gaslight you, make you second guess like, oh, is this a good thing to actually do? I don't know. Maybe not. You know, my friends are saying it's not a good idea, but the truth is they could either be jealous, they could be upset that you might end up basically leaving them in the dust because they weren't your true friends. They don't like, people like that don't like seeing other people level up because they're not leveling up in their lives. They're, most of the time, they're bitter, they're miserable, they want people to wallow in their misery, you know, like misery loves company. And I feel like you all are outgrowing that, honestly. You don't want to partake in that. You don't want anything to do with that. You're ready to move on. You're ready to become that star. You're ready to kind of wish upon a star here, but then actually become one, right? Get your wish fulfillment. Get that second chance and that good news finally in your life. I feel like a lot of you, you know, he's got the binoculars here. I feel like a lot of you have been looking and searching for what it is that really, you know, propels you forward and motivates you as soon as your feet hit the floor in the morning. And for a lot of you, you haven't found that yet, honestly. But I feel like a lot of you do know what makes you truly happy, what makes you emotionally fulfilled, what makes you content, what would make you abundant and prosperous in life. Some of you are afraid to go after that goal, wish, dream, whatever it is. But if you don't, you're going to stay stuck in this painful past around people. They don't serve you anymore at all. And I feel like that's going to be your journey to your ultimate fulfillment, to where you're meant to be and to be who you're meant to be in this life. But it's like you're like a snake shedding its skin. You're shedding that skin, and I'm not saying you guys are snakes. I'm just using that as an analogy. But snake shedding its skin, it's got to let it go. Let it go, let it go, leave it behind, and then move on to the new. And that's what you're doing. Letting go and moving on to the new. I feel like for a lot of you, when you step into this new life, this goal, wish, or dream, and you go for it full force, in like the next year, like a year from now, you're not even going to recognize your own self. You're going to be able to look back and retrospect and say, who was that? That was me? Oh my God. I can't believe, you know, I used to settle for that. I can't believe I used to be friends with those people. I can't believe I let my family talk to me that way. I'm so glad I decided to get out of that situation or that location and follow my goals, wishes, dreams. That's what I feel. I feel like a lot of you, there's going to be massive change in 2025, especially over this next year. It's going to be a wild ride, I feel like, for a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of shifts happening, but the point is, for this journey of yours, you're going to have to stay true to yourself. And that can be very hard in a world where we seek so much validation from others. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay true to whatever your dreams are, because they are yours and yours alone for a reason. Not anybody else's, just yours. So I feel like a lot of you got to get to manifesting. You got to put the work in and start planning on where you want to go and start heading in that direction. So that's going to be the journey to where you're meant to be, who you're meant to be. So, collective, that is what I'm seeing on your journey towards your destiny, what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be. I do feel like it's going to be, you know, a lot of times journeys aren't easy. It's not as simple as like, okay, I'm out. Peace. And then everybody supports you and everything goes so well without any obstacles. It's just, it doesn't always work out that way, sadly. So I feel like once you leave behind this mess, get to planning, pick a path, and go for it. I think it's going to work out so well for you. Honestly, I do. So, those are all the messages I have for you, collective. Hopefully something in this reading resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.